These days, people often insulate their ceilings after the plaster's been hung. It creates tight corners and difficult access, and in this tutorial, what we're going to look at is ways of overcoming these problems. Before you start any job, you need to make sure you're working safely. You'll need a pair of gloves, some safety glasses and a good pair of work boots. Whether you're working on the walls or the ceiling, make sure the power's turned off, and you're going to need a face mask up in the ceiling because it gets quite dusty up there. In today's insulating, I'm going to be using canal ceiling insulation with a staple gun, a slide out knife, some strapping, and of course my small step ladder. When I'm insulating the ceilings, I always cut a few pieces in advance and it saves so much time. I also cut them a bit bigger so they fit nice and snug. Start by installing insulation in all the tight corners and along the edges. When working with a partner, it's great one person can cut and the other can install. Make sure the insulation is flush with the bottom of the ceiling joists. Once we're done, I like to use a bit of strapping to make sure the bats don't fall down. Always remember to insulate under the heater platform, otherwise it's going to be very difficult afterwards. Once I've insulated all the corners and edges, it's time to put the remaining bags up into the roof cavity. That's because it's going to be easier access once the tradesmen have all gone through and done what they've needed to do. That's it, we're done. Now, 5 tips for insulating your roof. First of all, work safe. Then, make sure your edges and your corners are done before the plasterboard goes on. Then, put the strapping on to make sure nothing falls down. Also, tidy up, make sure it's all tucked in. And lastly, put the bags in the roof evenly. For more information, visit our website.